So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and you're watching Komaltaya. So guys, in the last video I talked about the one basically simple question where I talked about that how the condition should be you need to maintain one condition, that is E trial wave function should be greater than equal to E exact, right? And how that question can come and the pattern of that question. I hope that question is clear to you. And in today's video I'm going to take one June 2013 question, that is chemistry exam, CSR net exam question only, right? So in this question we'll see that how that question is different from the last one, and since this is the previous year question, so it becomes very important. So I guess without delaying we should start our video. So just pay attention over the screen, guys. This is the fifth question, and it is CSR net chemistry June 2013 question. Clear? So now what does this question say? For a particle in box problem, so particle in a box is there, okay, we got it, the particle in box, we highlighted this, in 0 to L length, okay, 0 to L length box is there, an approximate wave function. So in the earlier video where I was talking about theory of variational principle, I just told you this thing also, that approximate, someone can say trial wave function, right? Someone can say that we are taking trial wave function or approximate wave function. Clear? People who are new here, please guys, it's my request to go there and see those two videos, where in one video I've talked about the basic theory, and in second video I have talked about one question for practice. So you can say it like trial wave function or approximate wave function, or right? So you can call it like this also. So for a particle in box, 0 to L length box, an approximate wave function, so that wave function looks like this now. Fine, so that wave function looks like this, and the average energy for this state is, so we need to find the average energy. So guys, this question is little bit different than the other one which I discussed in the last video. In fact, it's completely different. So I told you, so okay, let me just go down to the solution first, and you can see over here options are in terms of h square, ml square, h square, ml square, and it is in form of this, like greater than, less than, like that. Clear? So okay, let's find out this thing. So I have the solution with me, so just see that. Okay, this is the question. Okay, so guys, first of all, tell me, if I need to find the energy, what is the energy formula? Energy formula is this: n square h square by 8 ml square. Clear? And you can see here only the options are in terms of h square, m, l square. So that means I need to find only n, that which state it belongs to, which state the wave function which is given. Let me just take the question in the frame also, that which state this wave function which is here, this wave function belongs to. Fine. So for that, if you don't know which state it is and some variables are there in the wave function, so what you have to do for that, I told you in the theory video also, put whole function equal to 0. Put whole function equal to 0, and that's what we are going to do in this question. So just see over here. So okay, this is the wave function, trial wave function. Clear? So I'll put it equal to 0, and I'll just take the possibilities that x can be equal to 0. Like 3 possibility will emerge from here, right? So x can be equal to 0, or if I put 5l minus x is equal to 0, so that would be x is equal to 5l. So that means x can be equal to 5l, right? And if I take x is minus l minus x is equal to 0, so that would be x is equal to l. So that means x is equal to l. So I told you after that, when we put whole function equal to 0, we'll find out node after that. And after that, with the help of node, we can find out what is the n value. Because you know, node is equal to n minus 1. Clear? You know that node is equal to n minus 1. So if I know how many nodes are there, I can find n. Clear? If I know node, I can find out n. So how to find node? I'll put this function equal to 0, and from here, from this conclusion, I'll try to elucidate. These are boundaries. 0 and L are boundaries. Clear? So apart from that, what is the different thing? This is 5L, so this is the node. Fine. This is the node. So how many nodes are there? Don't write over here that instead of this, the number of node here is 1. We have to write here number of node, not the value of node. Number of node I found out only 1 because these are boundaries. We never count boundaries and nodes. Fine. So this node is equal to 1. Number of node is equal to 1. I don't want you guys to put, here is the formula, node is equal to n minus 1. I don't want you guys to put node 5l and you are putting n minus 1 and you are stuck here. No guys, you always have to find the number of node. Its formula is number of node, not the value of node. Clear? So you will find this is wrong. So you will write over here, you can see over here, node is equal to n minus 1 and I got only one node. Fine. Suppose if there were like this 5l minus x and 6, suppose if that was there in the question, l minus x is equal to 0. Clear? If that was the case, so this x was equal to 0, this 5l minus x is equal to 0, so I'll get x is equal to 5l, and from here I'll get x is equal to 6l, and from here I get x is equal to l. So these two are boundary conditions. So here I got two nodes. I'm just taking one example, for example. Clear? So I got two nodes. So instead of 1, I write over here 2. But in this question only 5l is there. One node is there. Clear? So I'll write the number that how many nodes are there. So before proceeding, let me just rub this. It got a bit messy. Clear? So what will happen now? I'll put everything in the formula and I'll calculate the value of n. So let's see what the value comes out to be. So node is 1 because it is x is equal to 5l. So number of node is equal to 1. I hope this thing is clear to you. So I'll put node is equal to 1 and it is equal to n minus 1. And from here I got n is equal to 2. So this now I know the value of n. So now I can put it. Please tell me, can I put it? Yeah, sure, I can put it. So trial wave function will be of second state, guys. Fine. It will be of second state. So for that we need to compare that it would be of second state. That trial wave function belongs to second state, whatever that would be. So it belongs to second state. I'm just writing over here. It belongs to second state. That only we can find out from here. Nothing else. We can't find out the energy of trial wave function exactly, guys. We can just find out that it belongs to which state. So I found out that it belongs to second state, and the exact energy of second state. Exact energy of second state is n square h square by 8 ml square. Clear? It is 8 ml square. So if I put the value of n, so that is 2. That is 2 square h square by 8 ml square, and it came out to be 2 square means 4h square by 8 ml square. Clear? And it becomes 4 to the 8. It becomes h square by 2 ml square. Clear? So this is my exact energy of second state, and this is my trial wave function belonging to second state. Fine. Trial wave function belonging. If the value was, suppose if the value came out to be n is equal to 3. I'm just saying. For example, I'm just rubbing it off. I'm just taking one example so that you don't get confused between trial wave function and the exact wave function. Clear? And the energy of them. Suppose if my n value came out to be 3. I'm just taking for example. For example, n value came out to be 3. So what I'll do, I'll just say that the trial wave function belongs to third state, but I don't know its value. Fine. So, but I know the exact energy of third state. Fine. I don't know the formula of calculating trial wave function energy, but I know the exact energy belonging to third state. That would be n square h square by 8 ml square. That is n is 3. So 3 square would be 9h square by 8 ml square. And then I'll say that E trial, whatever energy here would be belonging to third state, that will obviously be greater than or equal to E exact energy. So what would be? That means I don't know the value of E trial wave energy, but I can deduce this thing from this calculation that it will be obviously greater than at least this value, 9h square by 8 ml square. Clear, guys? I hope this thing is clear to you. I'm just taking one example. Fine. So this was for n is equal to 3. So if I say in this question n is equal to 2. So I told you that E is equal to, E exact came out to be this n square h square by 8 ml square is equal to 2 square h square by 8 ml square. So it would be h square by 2 ml square. Clear? So E exact energy is this, and E trial wave function, E trial energy, like the energy of trial wave function belonging to this state. I don't know what the energy would be, but I can say that E trial would be at least greater than this value, greater than equal to h square by 2 ml square. So now I need to see in the question where it is given. Clear? So E trial would be either, examiner can give like this, E trial is equal to, they can also give like this, greater than h square by 2 ml square. It means either it can be greater or it can be equal. Clear? So don't get confused. So I'll see which option it matches with. So that means I want to say that E trial is greater than h square by 2 ml square. So let's just match it with any option. So which option it matches with? Can you see? Here E is less than h square by 2 ml square, wrong. Here E is again less than h square by 2 ml square, wrong. Here E is greater than h square by 2 ml square. So this is right. So option B is the correct option, and you got 4 marks, and you can see how easy these questions are. So you just have to do like that. Put the wave function equal to 0. Fine. Then find out the node, find out the value of n, then find out the exact energy corresponding to that state, and E trial wave function, the energy of that trial wave function will be always greater than or equal to the value we found out of that state of energy, that state's energy. Clear? So always remember this. I hope this thing is clear to you, right? So if you even if you have very small doubt that I'll be judging you, please feel free. I won't be judging you. Please leave it in the comment section. Your doubts should be dispelled at the most. That is my priority. Even if you don't know the basic subtraction or addition, I can teach you that also. You can leave your query in the Telegram group also. I'll entertain your queries. And one more thing. Yeah, I guess that's enough for this one. So that's it for this one. I'll see all of you in the next one with a new question, right? So till then, take care, bye bye, and keep smiling. Bye.